Welcome everybody to Red, White, and Bills. This is the pregame show. Got some news. We are now able to be found in podcast form on LDG Sports and Entertainment Podcast, which is also a part of Built in Buffalo Broadcast Network. So we got a little thing going there. You can find us on there. So that's a little special news we got. This is a pregame show for the Patriots game. I said this last time, this is the biggest game of the year, but now this really is the biggest game of the year because not only do we only have 3 games left, but this could be for the division. And the way the AFC landscape is right now, a team with 7 losses might not get in. So being this is a big game is a huge understatement. We'll talk about this first a little bit. Deion Dawkins, Stephon Diggs have made it into the Pro Bowl. Congratulations to them. Well-deserved. They absolutely deserve it. It's a little bit alarming that no one on defense got into the Pro Bowl and Josh Allen didn't get in the Pro Bowl over Lamar Jackson. But we got to give congratulations and kudos to Stephon Diggs and Deion Dawkins, the Snowman, our franchise left tackle, and one of the best wide receivers in the game. Definitely deserve all that. And, I don't really watch the Pro Bowl too much, but let's go watch and support them. I know we think more guys are deserving of it, and it's very true. But give them the love and support. They deserve it, and they should have us behind them. Wow, Bills Patriots again, second time in the last few weeks, and this is even bigger than the first one. And some of the things that we have to do this week are similar to what we had to do last time, but this time we're looking for a better outcome. So starting with the Patriots, we got a key in on Hunter Henry. He's Mac's go-to guy for the games I've watched Mac play, besides the one we played because he didn't throw the ball. Hunter Henry is a guy who always finds the soft zone spots. And he's always the guy that Mac looks to in a red zone option. And just if he needs a completion, he's 41 receptions, 471 yards, and 9 touchdowns, which is incredible. I think this is his best year overall in the league. So he's definitely made it good in New England. And he's one of Mac's go-to guys. And we got a key on him for sure. Just like last time, Matt Judon, 14 sacks, 60 pressures. Considering we don't know what our offensive line is going to be. We don't know the status of Dawkins yet or Feliciano. We don't know if we're going to see Spencer Brown go back to left tackle or not. We have no idea what this line is going to be, but all we know, it might be banged up. And after we saw what happened last week, where they had a somewhat of a rough game, and near the end they played a little bit better, someone like Matt Judon is looking forward to this game. I'm telling you that. He'll watch that film from that last game that we played. He just can't wait to get out there. Well, we really got to minimize his impact on the game because he's a game wrecker. Another guy who's kind of underrated and overlooked is Lawrence Guy. I mentioned Christian Barmore last time, and it was kind of a toss-up between those two. And, obviously Christian Barmore is still an amazing athlete, great D tackle. But Lawrence Guy is another guy that gets overlooked a lot. But he wreaks havoc. He's a run stuffer. He's got 2 sacks this year. Definitely got to look out for. This guy I didn't mention last time, Kendrick Bourne. Besides Hunter Henry, he's the actual number 1 receiver, 45 receptions, 667 yards, 5 touchdowns, and he averages 6.7 yards after the catch. And, with the way our secondary has been playing, I'm very confident in them, but we don't know what they're going to draw up in the secondary. Dane Jackson's had a little tendency to get burned every once in a while, and I could see maybe one play where Kendrick Bourne beats Dane pretty bad, but he's a guy to look out for. He's an athletic guy. He's a huge playmaker for them. He's got good ball skills, high pointing the ball. But I'm pretty confident in our secondary. But he's definitely got to look out for. Kyle Duggar, a guy I didn't mention last time. I think it was because he didn't play, but a very good safety. He could probably play multiple positions if he really needed to. 3 interceptions, a 56.4 passer rating allowed, and he's some guy that I kind of was looking at into the draft. I was like, it'd be nice if we got him. But, he's first-round pick, I believe, second-round pick maybe. But very outstanding player, very physical, very versatile guy, and they're a very physical team. And talking about physical, let's go to the Bills keys this week, what they got to do to get the dub. And last video I mentioned there's a few things I'm going to mention in the pregame for this week, and one of them was physicality of the game. Physicality is a huge important part of every single game, and especially when that's kind of where we lack in certain situations, certain positions. Everyone's got to bring it this week. Offensive line's got to bring it. Defense, secondary, offense. Everyone's got to bring it. 100%, 150% actually. It's the biggest game of the year, and if you're not going to show up to this game and be physical, especially Jordan Poyer's mad about not getting in the Pro Bowl again because he deserves it. Micah Hyde, Josh Allen, all these people, they deserve it. So they're going to come out with a chip on their shoulder even more so, and they're going to have to play even more physical. And Jordan Poyer mentioned my next point. He said that the Patriots game might have been their worst tackling performance, and I was going to say maybe it was second compared to the Colts game, but he's right and he's not lying. It was a very poor tackling performance on the defense that game, and that's a good sign that at least they're acknowledging it. And I expect a better tackling performance this week, but tackling's huge. It's one of the most important parts of the game, especially when you can wrap somebody up and get them either for no gain or a loss. And if you don't, they can get a 60-yard run, like it's happened to us a couple times in the last few weeks. We got to make Mac throw the ball. It seems in the games that I think it was 0-4 in the games where he's thrown over 250 yards, and there seems to be a theme there. So we got to make Mac throw the ball. We got to stop the run early so they shy away from it because, Bill Belichick's going to go right back to the run and until we can stop it. And then he'll work Mac back in. If he doesn't have to, he's not going to. So definitely got to make Mac throw the ball. And as we saw in the Colts game, he'll make turnovers. Yeah, he made a good comeback, but he's still a rookie, and he's getting treated like a veteran because he's on the Patriots and because he's had a pretty decent year. However, he's still going to make rookie mistakes. And with our secondary, how elite they are, a couple turnovers might happen, and that would be huge. Which line were we going to get this week, though? Like I already mentioned previously, that was probably the worst we could have put out there. But if we can get Dawkins back, that puts Spencer Brown in his comfortable spot at right tackle, moves Darrell Williams back into right guard, and like we said, we don't know about Feliciano. He was in the ER this week. He said he's feeling a lot better, but who knows what his status is on playing. So offensive line, we need you again. This has got to be your best week, and you got to capitalize and keep bringing it up every week into the playoffs. Got to start fast. That's another key I mentioned last game. We got to start fast because if you get a lead early on a team like this who likes to run the ball and who has trouble coming back and ending games when you're down, scoring first and often is huge. If we can go up 14-0 or 17-3 or 17-0, and we're in a pretty good spot in the game. I know, that sounds obvious, but teams can come back from that. And it doesn't seem like the Patriots are that team yet that can complete a comeback. You know what I'm saying? They come back against the Colts, but they didn't finish it. I'm looking for a heavy dose of Devin Singletary this week because finally, I've been preaching about Devin Singletary. You guys know I love Devin Singletary. I love Motor. But they weren't giving him any opportunities. And I always said, give Derrick Henry 5 chances. He might get 10 yards. But then you give him 6 and he'll have 110 yards. He might just you need a little bit of momentum and you can rip a couple off. Devin Singletary got 22 carries last week and he made the most of them. So I think heavy dose of Devin Singletary, have Breida in the back pocket just in case. And then that'll open up a lot of things in the pass. We got to take advantage of the middle of the field. Dante Hightower and Juwan Bentley aren't that great in coverage. So definitely with Cole Beasley being out, we still don't know what Sanders' status is, but Sanders can play slot for sure. Gabe Davis can work the middle of the field, and we might see McKenzie worked in, maybe even Stevenson. Definitely worked in the middle of the field, and then we've known we could throw on the Pats because we have in the past couple of years. So the big plays will open up. But yeah, guys, this is the biggest game of the year. But before we talk about that a little bit more, discipline. Discipline is a huge, huge factor. We saw these penalties that just absolutely shoot us in the foot every week. Spencer Brown had 5 last week. I know one of them might have been bad. I've seen it on Twitter. But against this team, you got to be disciplined. You got to play great football and mistake-free football. That's huge. Absolutely huge. Oh, guys, is this not awesome? And another chance at the same thing we were trying to get 2 weeks ago, the division title. It's still there. Everybody counted us out, especially New England. They thought they ran away with it. And who knows, the way the AFC is, if we beat them and the Dolphins beat them, they might be out. So they were the Super Bowl favorites with the Bucs the last couple of weeks. So who knows? But massive game. This is the best game we could ask for. Going to New England, getting revenge, taking back that division title, and you got 2 winnable games left to end the season, and you ride that momentum into the playoffs. Thank you guys for everything, for the love and support. Don't forget, I'm doing a giveaway. I'm going to draw the name Sunday. All you got to do is prove that you subscribe to the channel. You can DM me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. You can leave your comment here, whatever you got to do. But it's going to be the logo, the Red, White, and Bills logo on a T-shirt. And whoever wins, I'm going to get your size and your address, and I'm going to mail it to you. It's going to be free, one winner. And then if everybody likes what they look like, then I can probably get more. But don't forget about that. Share it out. Like, share, continue to subscribe if you enjoy the content. I'm at 189 subscribers now. I couldn't do this without any of you guys. And what's most important to me is that you guys enjoy what I'm putting out. If you have any ideas or something you want me to talk about, and I'm going to do more live call-in shows. I had a great time. Thank you for the guys that jumped in on that. Definitely want to do that again. But until then, go Bills.